Hi Gemini, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. And this is your monthly forecast for April 2013. Geminians, we start this month with a part of your chart that is brightly lit up with three planets. We have Mars, we have Sun, and we have the lovely Venus, and they are lighting up your 11th house. That has to do with friendships, it has to do with groups, it has to do with clubs, it has to do with collective strength. Now this month and this aspect started for you from about end of March, and it carries on till about the end of April. So a lot of you are going to get either associated with a lot of hobby groups or like-minded people, or doing a lot of stuff together, a lot of collaborations. Maybe you will be getting a lot of like-minded people from your field, and whether it has to do with conferences, whether it has to do with concerts, whether it has to do with some collaborative initiative of like-minded people, but that would be highlighted for you in the major part of April, and that's a wonderful thing. I think also the key for you this month is to recognize and understand that cooperation and collaboration is something which is a must for your growth. It is not something that you can do on your own, Gemini. So even though all along you may have been thinking that, oh, I'm so skilled and I'm so good at what I do that I do not really require not just the help, but I would say a contribution of another like-minded person. But I think the trend for you, like I said, has started from mid-March, and you would be understanding, you would be getting a clarity as to uh, that you are better off with more like-minded people, and the strength or excuse me, the entire result that comes from the strength of the collective band. When you just get together like-minded people and the energy that gets generated from it, the results are humongous from it, rather than one intelligent person or one bright person or one talented person. Imagine if you just put a group of people together and then you try to create something. Obviously it's going to be something huge and marvelous. So the focus is there. So you may find yourself seeking out more like-minded people, maybe getting in touch, maybe traveling more, like I said, doing, maybe whether it is a writing project, whether it is seeking more information, whether it is um, putting together of stuff together, which like I said, it is just going to result in something far more bigger. It's also a great time to be getting out and networking a lot, Geminians, and I think a lot of you, and this especially has to do with your workplace. Mercury also is there in your 10th house. It's a house of career, it's a house of reputation, and with Mercury is going to help you not just articulate but also communicate, organize, and sort of put things into process as far as your work is concerned. So collaborations, again, a lot of scheduling, a lot of planning, a lot of putting together of things. Mercury is a great organizer. So Mercury will come and help you put all of these things together. You will also be putting your best foot forward as far as your work is concerned, whether it is meeting up with authority figures, and you will be very conscious of as to how it is that you're being perceived in your work environment, or trying to create a right impression, so to speak. You would be wanting to come across as somebody who's very much in control of his or her own particular aspect of work that you handle. And also you would be quite concerned about as to how it is that you're being perceived from the other side as well. So it's going to be going a both way, not just are you going to be making an effort to sound and look good, but you're also going to be concerned as to how it is that you're being perceived from the other side. So I would say it's a great combination of both networking, and the networking resulting into a great impression as far as your work is concerned. There is also a lot of focus on getting benefit from VIPs. Whether I think it's a good time to be going out and making some nice presentations. It's a good time to be going out and pulling favors from people up in authority. So people whom you may know, you may be thinking, I don't think so whether this person is going to be helping me or not, or maybe in the past that person has not. This is a good time to be going back and asking for that favor and seeing as to I think it will be well received, so it's worth giving a. We've had Uranus, which has been quite close to Sun, Venus, and Mars, and it could have been causing some amount of confusion, chaos, and some amount of unpredictability as far as your work is concerned. And Uranus now moves away from all the three planets, and it'll give you a sort of breather. And towards end of the month, we have Mars, Venus, and Sun, and they move into they are in Aries and they move to Taurus, and which is more of a grounding, earthy, stabilizing planet. So this will just again give you a time to sort of catch a breath and say, okay, fine, things have been sort of been going up and down, and now I can catch my breath. And Uranus is taking turns to transit all the planets, of course, in different parts of the charts. But for you, it has been making your work or your scheduling piece of it little unpredictable. You have sort of been going up and down and not wondering or figuring out as to, is it on, is it not on, do I plan, I don't plan, or maybe work has been coming about in a very sudden way, in a very unplanned way, which is nice. You've not sort of sat and planned and worked too much around it, but it has just come out of the blue. Overall, a great month for you, Geminians. Try and keep your communication very effective as far as your work is concerned. If there's a particular raise or a promotion that you have been looking for, I would say go for it. Ask this month. Also, be careful about the paperwork that you're signing. Ensure that you're reading all the dotted lines. It's a great month to be traveling as well. Short distance travel, I think it's a good time. Try and also equip yourself with as much as information as you can, especially where your work is concerned. It would be of immense help. So, have a great April. I'll see you again in May, and thank you so much for watching.